So I thought this might make for an interesting packaging video, and I recently got something in this packaging. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head now. And it's made out of paper. It's basically a paper bubble envelope, but it has an interesting design to it. So on some of these paper bubble envelopes, what you have is essentially like a bunch of really finely shredded paper. But on this, what they've done is, you can kind of see some of it, they've taken the paper and they've sliced it in a way where you can accordion it apart. And then you get, when you stretch it out, you get these raised little cells, kind of like a beehive almost. And it's not quite as good as a cylinder, but it has some resistance against it from a compressive standpoint. So I have to put down some fairly significant force, considering it's paper, that is. But yeah, this was really interesting. Almost get a hexagonal shape. Not quite perfect, but I kind of wonder if it's something that they looked at nature and thought, hey, this is a good idea, or if it's just kind of something that happened. But yeah, you'll see on both sides they've sliced and expanded the paper to make a support structure that protects your item. Now obviously it's not perfect, but if you're looking to be, eco-friendly and have something that's still actually, decent, like, this really isn't bad. I'm really impressed. Like, this isn't the annoying stuff where, oh no, I ripped the envelope and now my whole house is covered in fine paper dust. This is something that actually seems well thought out and well designed. Obviously, it's not perfect. I assume there's probably some limitations. So it looks like, spacing wise, the imperfections are fairly consistent. But yeah, be interesting to know what kind of glue they used. I don't think it's a hot melt glue. Alright, well, I bumped my phone. I was talking about the glue. Well, then, yeah. So I can't tell what kind of glue they used. If it's like a hot melt glue, like a glue stick, that would be an interesting thing to learn. But one thing I do want to try, it's probably not adhered. Yeah, so basically what they're doing is they probably have some roller knives that have notches cut in them. So, like, let's say you take a circle, like pretend this is a pizza, and you take random bites on the outside of the crust, maybe on each side, and then yeah. So you take some bites out of the outside of the diameter. Don't want to draw on this. We'll draw on the paper. I bet what they have is a blade that kind of looks... Yeah, that's not good. So you got a circle blade, and they're cutting out or grinding out portions of it, so you get spaces where it doesn't cut into the paper. So as you can see, you got your little grooves, and then you got a spot with no groove that's been cut, and then same deal all the way. So I'm guessing it's a row of blades that they run this paper through initially that have notches ground out into it to get your spacing of paper and no paper. And then they must have some really cool way of holding tension on each end of the paper and stretching it out and then laying it down over the external paper. But yeah, no, I thought this was a really fascinating design, and one of the few times where eco-friendly stuff might actually be better. So either way, hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.